welcome back to the bird. My name is Amy, and today we are diving into a story that literally changed the world, how they shop, how they works, and even things about the future. So today we are talking about the man behind the names everything store. He is Jeff Bezos.
It's wild to think that most of us interact with his vision daily. Whether you are getting a package delivered in 24 hours or using an app hosted on the cloud, his fingerprints are everywhere.
Exactly, we aren't talking about his network. We want to look at the persons and the leader. How did a guy working in finance end up building a global empire from a garage?
And more importantly, was it all smooth sailing? Spoilers, definitely not. We'll be looking at the controversies and the intense pressure that comes with being at the top.
I'm particularly excited to talk about his day one psychologically. It's mindset that keeps the amazing acting like a startup evening when it become a $1 trillion company. Let's get into it.
So let's go back to 1964. Jeff was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Even as a kid, he was a total nerd for tech. He once rigged an electric alarm to keep his younger sibling out of his room.
A true innovator from the start, he eventually Princeton to study computer science and electric engineering. By the early 90s, he was actually a senior VP at his fund on the Wall Street. He had a safe, high-paying job.
This is where the leadership lesson starts. He saw a statistic that the internet was growing at 2300% a year. Most people would just say cool and then go back to work. Bezos saw an opportunity.
He used what he called the regret minimizing framework. He imagined himself at 80 years old. Will he regret leaving his Wall Street bonus? Probably not. Will he regret missing out on the resolution? Absolutely.
Oh, that's a huge takeaway for us. So, leadership isn't just about managing people, it's about the courage to manage your own career risks. He drove across the country with his wife, writing a business plan on a laptop while she was driving the car.
And they started in a garage in Seattle. Why Seattle? Because of the proximity to tech talent and massive book warehouse. It was calculated from day one.
Let's talk about how he actually leads. Beyond is the king of leadership. He is also the famous of the empty chair strategy. In early meeting, he would one chair empty to represent the customer, the most important person in the room.
I love that. It forced everyone to stop thinking about what easy to the company and start thinking about what best for the user. He called being customer obsessed rather than the competitor obsessed.
But he is also famous for the two pizza rule. Myat, do you want to explain that one?
Oh, sure. He believed if a team is too big to be fed by two large pizzas, the team is too large. Large teams lead to groupthink and slow communication. He wanted Amazon to still fast and then decentralized.
We should also mention his day one mantra. He says day two is stasis, followed by irrelevance, followed by excruciating, painful decline, followed by death. And he treats every day like it's the first day of the startup.
Sound inspiring, but let's be real, it's also incredibly demanding. He expects his leader to be right a lot and to obsess over detail. There is no room for average at Amazon.
We all know the prime boxes, but this biggest achievement might actually be something most people don't see. Amazon Web Services.
You're right. People don't realize that a huge chunk of the internet in Netflix, NASA, even Radar runs Amazon servers. It turned an internet problem storage into a multi-billion dollar product.
And then there's Kindle. He basically told his team, go out and build a device that will put our physical book business out of work. That's a cannibalize yourself strategy. If you don't do it, a competitor will.
And we can't forget Blue Origin. He is talking leadership literally out of this world. His vision isn't just a global, it's different.
We have to address the elephant in the room. Being a visionary often comes at the human cost. Amazon has faced massive criticism from working conditions in their fulfillment centers.
Exactly. Reports of high injury rates, intense monitoring, and the con culture where employees are burnt out and replaced. Can we call a leader truly successful if the frontline workers are struggling?
It's a tough debate. Bezos argues that high standards lead to the efficiency we all love as customer, but as he stepped down as CEO, he did admit that Amazon need to be Earth's best employer and Earth's safest place to work.
So that is actually a lesson in accountability. Even when you're at the top, you're never done. You're never done of learning. The world is changing day by day, and the leadership must evolve just result plus the empathy.
If we had to pick one lesson to take away, what would it be? For me, it's being the misunderstood. Because, Beyond say if you are going to involve, you have to be willing to be misunderstood for a long time. People laugh at the online bookstore idea for years.
For me, it high velocity decision. He categorized decision into type 1 and type 2, irreversible and reversible. If it is reversible, just make it the decision and move. Don't get stuck in meeting.
And for me, it's focus. Don't focus on what will change in 10 years. Focus on what won't change. Customer will always want lower prices and faster delivery. Build your business on those constants.
So this one has been a very great discussion about Jeffro. Jeffro is a polarizing figure, but there's no denying about his impact. Whether you love his method or you find them too intense, his journey from the garage to the edge of the space is a masterclass in innovation and a grit.
To conclude, Jeff Bezos is a powerful example of a visionary leader who changed the world through innovation and determination. So his journey shows us that success requires risk-taking, strong vision, and continuous improvement. And thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you find it informative and inspiring. Thank you.